Welcome to Your Region This Week. I'm Anandi Carol Woolery. In this episode, we learn about the Boots on Ground program and find out how you can support this program by attending an upcoming fundraising concert. Plus, top honors are given to a longtime community safety advocate. But first, here's a look at the headlines. Just days into November, the first community overdose alert has been issued in Waterloo Region. The Waterloo Region Integrated Drugs Strategy is raising awareness after a series of drugs poisoning since October 31st. In a 6-day span, there were 35 reported overdoses. No fatalities have been confirmed. Another butter theft has been reported, this time in Brantford. A store located at Linden Road and Wayne Gretzky Parkway had about $1,200 worth of butter stolen on October 29th at approximately 8:25 p.m. 2 suspects were seen stealing the large amount and fled in a white van. They are described as wearing all black clothing with black baseball hats. This is just one of many butter heist investigations this year. Guelph police say they've had 9 reported large-scale butter thefts since December 2023. A Cambridge shelter, also known as The Bridges, is looking for winter clothing donation. It's in need of used or like-new winter clothing for adult men before the snow hits the ground. The shelter is also seeking pairs of socks, gloves, toques, along with winter boots and hand warmers. Winter clothing donations can be dropped off at 26 Simcoe Street, where The Bridges is located in Cambridge. Funds can also be donated online to The Bridges with the subject line Winter Clothing to ensure the funds go towards providing winter clothes. Coming up, state-of-the-art research that will improve safety and employee performance.
We're able to come to businesses across the community and beyond, rather the small, medium, large organizations that we will help provide solutions that would help them to attract new workforce, but also accommodate diverse workforce and help them to be successful.
Hey, Chef D here. Join me Saturdays at 4:30 for At Home with Chef D, season number 10. Thanks so much for that. Hey, we're going to go back old school. We're going to join Julia Child and Graham Kerr and some of their great recipes and share some of their passion with you. At Home with Chef D, Saturdays at 4:30. Won't you join me?
Cooking with Chef D.
My name is Chase Nicholas. I am a Mi'kmaq hockey player. Growing up, I always remember my family talking about the Mi'kmaq as the creators of the game of hockey. In grade 7, I did research on Mi'kmaq hockey sticks as the first sticks of the NHL. I found a Mi'kmaq hockey stick made in 1917, the same year the NHL was formed. I was surprised to find out the very stick I was holding was made by my great-great-grandfather, Alexander Cope. In 1934, an elder known as Old Joe Cope wrote a letter to the Halifax Herald claiming the Mi'kmaq created hockey. I found out later that I am a direct descendant of Old Joe Cope. There was a time when Mi'kmaq children were torn from their families and not allowed to speak their language, losing their words and stories. But the stories are coming back to us. Stepping on the ice, I take pride knowing the roots of the game of hockey stem from my ancestors in the Mi'kmaq Nation.
Today, I helped a parent feed their family by connecting them to a food program.
Today, I helped someone connect with mental health supports.
Today, I helped a couple struggling to pay their bills access financial aid.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
The Canadian Institute for Safety, Wellness and Performance is a leading research institute dedicated to improving worker safety, wellness and performance across Canada. 2 state-of-the-art research labs are at Conestoga College.
The Canadian Institute for Safety, Wellness, Performance is an applied research institute within Conestoga College, in which we're uniquely positioned to advance work and health research in Canada because of the technologies that we have and the expertise that exists within our institute, which is quite unique within Canada's college system. There is no other institution in Canada with the capabilities and the comprehensive approach we take in addressing work and health challenges within the Canadian workforce. So our institute really strive to advance work and health research by conducting applied research, by taking field to lab to field approach and improving the ecological validity of the research, in which then we can help prevent workplace injuries and help organizations also with improving productivity and performance, and eventually we can have a more sustainable, productive and inclusive workforce in Canada. One of the biggest issues right now we have across different sectors is about accommodating the needs of diverse workforce. So what we have been able to do over the past few months when we acquired a lot of these technologies has been to engage with community partners, with grassroots initiatives, understanding the needs of the communities. And in this example, we had a very young woman that wanted to become a welder. And unfortunately, she could not find properly fitted safety footwear that would really fit her foot sizing, which was too small. And no manufacturers of personal protective equipment was able to help her with providing solutions. So we brought her in, we did a 4D body scan through our 4D body scanner system here. We did a 3D scan using a foot scanner, and we were able to immediately provide that data to herself right where she was here, to then give that information to her teacher, to parents, and then we also connected with manufacturers of safety footwear to kind of see how they can help this individual be able to kind of get to that dream job that she always had to actually become a welder.
So I'm a student at the Dune campus for the Bachelor of Applied Health Information Sciences program. So it's a 4-year program. We focus a lot on data analysis and looking at patient information. So I learn a lot of coding with different kinds of softwares, which I've been able to use and apply here at the college with the research team as well. So I use a lot of my data analysis skills actually, and it's been really good. In school, we are taught the data analysis, but a lot of the times, like with assignments and stuff, obviously they have a solution and I can ask questions and they can be answered. But with this, it's more, there's not always a solution. It involves like more critical thinking skills, which has been really nice to learn and apply my knowledge there.
Well, the trades are very physical. There's every single trade has physicality involved with it. So that's where the research that you saw earlier is involved in terms of trying to ensure that we can sustain employees in their work and try and prevent injuries, and just in terms of maximizing their ability to work on the job.
Boots on the Ground Peer Support for First Responders is an anonymous Ontario-based helpline where first responders can talk to someone who's been through it.
So Boots on the Ground is a peer support organization for first responders. We've been operational since 2018. We're comprised of strictly volunteers. All the volunteers with Boots on the Ground are either serving or retired first responders, police, fire, EMS. We also support corrections, both federal and provincial, military, and nurses. We've always supported the first responder professions. Military is a recent addition, so to speak, for us. And nurses were an addition in 2022, and that came about primarily as a result of COVID. I think most of us have at least some awareness of the impact that COVID had on the medical professions, in particular nurses working in emergencies and so on, as a result of, again, the pandemic and the strain that it put on the health system. So we've been operational since 2018. We have about 300 or so volunteers now. All our operational funds for Boots on the Ground come from donations, grants, and so on, fundraising events, and our therapy dog program, which Tucker is part of, has been in existence since 2022. The primary message that we want to get out to people is that there's support, there's help, there's hope, and we can be part of that. For anybody out there, if they feel that they're in need of support or are reaching out, there's all sorts of organizations and resources that are available. It's just making that initial call or that initial contact. Actually, I heard something this morning which is very timely. I was watching the TV and I saw an incident that a videographer had videoed of somebody providing support to a homeless person. And the person that was providing the support told them, said, look, sometimes the bravest thing that anybody can do is reach out for help.
That's great.
So I think that's our message also.
A couple years ago, Bob approached us at Medallion Group Insurance and asked us if we'd be willing to help host their annual Christmas concert. Us having a partnership with the chorus for over 30 years, it was a no-brainer. We love everything that they do within the community and just the joy that they bring through their voices. So having this opportunity to partner with the chorus and host this concert, we thought what better thing to do than kind of turn it into a benefit concert. So that's when we kind of brought in Boots on the Ground because it tied us all together. Medallion Group Insurance, we offer programs for first responders for home and auto insurance. So we've been working with associations across Ontario for over, I believe, 50 years now. And that's how we kind of tied ourselves in with the chorus and first responders and what Boots on the Ground can do to support our members and our clients as well.
This year's concert is being put together with Medallion Group Insurance and Boots on the Ground, and it's a fundraiser for Boots on the Ground. It's very near and dear to my heart as being a retired police officer, that their agency is so entrenched in 24/7 counseling service for all first responders. And that's something that's amazing and well needed for all of our first responders out there doing the job they're doing.
The Fire Hall Museum and Education Centre in Cambridge showcases everything from an original restored antique fire truck to firefighting equipment. We stopped by for a tour.
So today we're going to give you a tour of the Fire Hall Museum and Education Center. It's originally the Galt Fire Station and it became a museum in 2004. So it was in service from 1898 to 1979 and it serviced the town of Galt. Remember, it wasn't just the city of Cambridge, it was a town of Galt with only thousands of people, so much smaller scale than it is today. So they had a full-time fire service here for that period of time, and then eventually the building became too small, the trucks got too big, and the building was put out of service, and they moved headquarters out to Franklin and Bishop. We've got the building sort of divided into basically two sections: tools of the trade of firefighting, and the second section is the history of Cambridge Fire. And Cambridge is made up of Galt, Preston, and Hespeler. So we have three sections of the city. The fire departments came together when the city amalgamated, and so we show that history, and we show the history of Cambridge Fire in general and firefighting in general to a certain extent.
As part of our historical section, we also have an international display. Pieces have been donated to us either by visiting firefighters, or some of our chiefs have gone to conferences and that sort of thing, and they've brought back all sorts of trinkets and so on from various fire departments from around the world. We also have a large collection of old fire helmets. We've got helmets from basically around the world. We've got helmets from Japan, from France, from Belgium, from Great Britain, from Canada, of course. And basically it goes from ceremonial helmets to regular firefighters' everyday wear.
And over here we have an example of an older version of GPS Today we have GPS on our phones, and in the trucks they have GPS terminals to show their direction to the call and some of the details of the call. Back in the day they had, this map was designed by a couple of retired firefighters now that were graphic artists in their former life. And so it's an amazing detailed map, you know, all the size, the lots are proportionally sized and really incredible. So they would use this map to determine which direction they'd go to the call. And these little pegs that you'll see here indicate the hydrants that they'd have available to them on each street. They're colored, which would indicate the size of the water main and the amount of water that's available to them at the fire. So red is a smaller one, yellow is a medium one, and green is a bigger water main. A really valuable tool that the firefighters would have used to get to the call. One other feature it has, Ray talked earlier about the floods that have happened through the town of Galt. This is the Grand River running through the center of Galt, and there's little lines of elevation showing the different heights that the water had come to during some of the floods. And of course the highest one is 1974. Basically flooded the whole downtown area of Galt. So it's a really valuable tool, and it's a great piece of Galt, Cambridge history. And finally, this is the fire bell that we have here. That it was presented to George Huther for the Hespeler Fire Brigade. So it's part of the Cambridge heritage, and we use it for donations. So you can donate in the box, and you can ring the bell.
Stay connected with City News Kitchener. You will find what's making headlines here at home and around the world. Looking for traffic and weather information, plus the latest prices at the pumps? Click on the tabs to find out. Watch, listen, stay connected with City News Kitchener.
Have you ever thought about just how much politics you speak about just in your own kitchen or in your living room? Or how many important ideas are shared or solutions to some of the world's biggest problems? Well, you're in luck, because I'm inviting some of my friends to come and speak to me about everyday politics, and I'm bringing my living room to you. So join me on Wednesday evenings from 6 until 7 for Everyday Politics with Laura May Lindo.
Wealth. The Royal City. Learn about the people, places, organizations, and events that make up your hometown. Join us each and every episode to learn more about wealth and what's happening in the Royal City.
On Rogers TV.
Hello, welcome to Lions TV Bingo. An announcement, we are now on Mondays. Yes, every Monday from now on, Lions TV Bingo is going to be here on Rogers. We'll see you this Monday.
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm so happy to have these prosthetic legs. I wear them every day so I can do all the things I love to do. I like to hike, skate, and do gymnastics. Because of your donations, Lamps is able to give me these devices. When you donate, you help kids like me. Thank you!
Sports highlights from November 2nd between the Warriors and Redhawks at the Galt Arena Gardens in Cambridge.
Saturday night from the historic Galt Arena Gardens as our old rivalry renews. The Stratford Warriors getting set to play the Cambridge Redhawks. Let's get into the first. And this hockey game starting off with a bang. It's Reed Gamage up top. He gets leveled by Zach Schooley, setting the tone early in this one. Then it's Cambridge to the power play, and it doesn't take long. Kyler Morgan blasts home one from the near side dot. Morgan has the Redhawks on the board first at home. It's 1-0 Cambridge. Then it's Leonard Nysa coming up big time out front in tight. A shot gets through traffic. Loose puck, he's down. He makes a couple of saves in tight. Nysa keeps it 1-0 Cambridge in the first. Late first period now. Check out this hit. Cameron Fries goes into the end boards on Hayden Frayne. He does not like it whatsoever and jumps right back up at Fries. And we have a Frayne-Fries tilt in Cambridge in the first period as the linesman able to get in between the two of them after 20, a feisty one. 1-0 Cambridge. Stratford looking to even things up in the second period. That's exactly what they do. It's Quinn Kipfer out front. He buries it into the yawning cage. Kipfer the lone goal in the second period. This one's all knotted at once as we head to the third. Third period now, Cambridge looking to retake the lead, and it's Kyler Morgan off a beautiful feed from Evan Palupeski. Morgan buries his second of the night for the Cambridge Redhawks. He puts them back on top. It's 2-1 Cambo. Stratford looking to come back in this one late in the third period. It's a loose puck off the faceoff. Battle for it out front. Leonard Nysa makes the save, and then he gets heated down in the scrum in the Cambridge crease as he goes right at Cole Lewis down in the crease of the Stratford Warriors. Cambridge survives a great one at Galt Arena as they take it final 2-1 over the Stratford Warriors.
I think coming into this, we knew Stratty was a strong squad, and we knew it was going to be a battle, but I think we stuck to our game plan, and the guys did the small things right today, and we came out on top, so you can't complain. First one, just on the power play, me and Yags, we talked about the one-timer, fairly throughout the week in practice, stuff like that, and it worked out today. And then Evie, back-to-back games, he's had me nice feeds on the 2-on-1s, so creds to those two boys, and I think we're going to keep going strong.
Still ahead. Meet a local mentor who has empowered thousands of students to keep the community safe.
Hey folks, it's me, Giovanni Petiti, the host of Not Tonight. It's the new late night talk show right here on Rogers TV. We got fabulous guests, a lot of laughs. It's just like the Jimmy Kimmel Show. If you order the Jimmy Kimmel Show on Wish. So join me Sunday at 10 o'clock right here on Rogers TV. Nice.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely. Do the right thing. Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
We invite you to play What's My Line?
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you, perform?
Yes. Do you travel for work? Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job, physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars was my mother, Saskatchewan's Mary Bonnie Baker, a pioneer for women in sports.
And finally for us, a special honor for a woman who has inspired so many students who are a part of the CAA School Safety Patrol Program.
Catherine started working with Waterloo Regional Police in April of 2000 and has been managing the safety patroller training for the program since September of 2001, a whopping 23 years. And the training is no easy feat. It comes with a lot of planning, collaborating, and extensive communication. For 23 years, Catherine has diligently remained up to date with all program training requirements by attending our Train the Trainer sessions. Her thorough understanding of the program allows her to lead the mass training sessions and to be a source of support for the other partners who assist her, including working hand in hand with Student Transportation Services of Waterloo Region, training approximately 1,000 to 1,200 safety patrollers at Bud Park. So that means in 23 years, Catherine has trained well over 20,000 school safety patrollers. Thank you, Catherine, for your passion, your enthusiasm, your engagement, and your genuine care for the well-being of your patrollers. Your dedication teaches the patrollers life lessons that help build character, friendships, and memories that they will take with them for a lifetime.
I knew this was certainly to recognize Catherine, but wasn't expecting such a recognition for the police service as well. So thank you so much, and to CAA for your partnership, and to Student Transportation Services for your ongoing leadership in our community. It's very inspiring. So WRPS has been part of the Safety Patrol program for over 30 years, and 23 of those has been led by Catherine. It's our honor today to join together to recognize Catherine for this prestigious award. And this recognition comes as no surprise. We know that Catherine's dedication and commitment to this program over 23 years is a testament to the work that we see every day at WRPS. And her dedication to public safety is unwavering, and we continue to be very proud and impressed by her passion for supporting everyone, youth, and through many forms of community engagement.
I feel very honoured to have received this award. For the last 23 years, it's really all been about the kids that step up and volunteer to take on this role. It's a huge responsibility for them, and we're developing future leaders in the community, which is fantastic. And the kids all are they're so into it and just really enjoy what they're doing. They're little sponges. They just sit there, they take in your every word. They are so focused. One of the first questions I ask them is, are you here because you want to be here? And you can tell they are, because they just take it all in. Stronger leadership skills, feeling good about themselves, and they know that they are helping other kids, because I think this carries on for beyond Safety Patroller program, and I always try and emphasise to them, make sure you include this on your resume, because this could get you your first job. This is a leadership position, and then those future employers can then go to the school, find out about the program, and find out what kind of job they did. So it only goes on to benefit them and help them. A lot of people put a lot of faith in them. You know, they are community partners, fire, paramedics, school board transportation, the parents out there. They're relying on those kids. For a lot of those younger kids, it's the first time leaving their parents, is to travel to and from school, and they're looking for a role model, and that vest that they're wearing makes them stand out among all the other students. And I just want them to know how much they're appreciated by everyone in the community. They do a phenomenal job.
That's our show for this edition of Your Region This Week. Thanks for watching. I'm Anandi Carroll Woolery. See you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
For me, it all started here.
I do my best work here.
This guy's dangerous from here, here, and here.
We're watching history in the making here.
And our fans are up here. I'm here for it. It's all about what's up here and what's in here.
Sportsnet, here for hockey.
This is a man's heart, a heart in desperate need of medical attention.